Welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to tie a dry pheasant tail variant, which is one of the Fly Dressers Guild Bronze Award flies. This is the last fly in the series that I'm going to tie, so I've tied the other four. This is the fifth one. It's on a dry fly hook. So in the vise I'm going to put a size 12, just so it's easier for you to see the tie. This is a size, like I say, 12 from the Barbless Hook Company, 101 light dry hook. The pattern calls for a rusty brown or a rust thread, so this is a Uni 8/0. Starting at the eye, work your way down in nice neat touching turns towards the bend of the hook. When I get to the point of the hook, just take off that tail of the thread, and then it talks about a badger cock hackle for the tail. And this is a badger, as you can see. So I'm just going to tear off sort of 8 to 10 fibres. As neatly as possible and trying to keep them all lined up. A few too many there. Just take a few out. It wants to be about the length of the body. Tie those in and then wind down on the top, keep them on the top of the hook. Wind down to what would be the barb of the hook, which is about there. We want those, we just trim those off. We want to keep the body, as we wind the thread up, all uniform, and that'll mean that when we wind the thread up, it's all nice and neat. Then tie in a fine gold wire, or a fine silver wire, I think it calls for, yeah, fine silver wire. Again, keeping that the length of the body, so that as you wind up, it's all nice and neat. Then using some cock pheasant tail fibres. I'm going to tie them in. Again, keep it the length of the body. Start bringing that thread up in nice, neat touching turns. Just going to trim that down at the eye there. Because when we wind that hackle in, we want all that nice and neat. So nice touching turns, keeping that as neat as possible and as even as possible. So when we wind that pheasant tail up, everything's all locked in and neat. So taking hold of the pheasant tail with the hackle pliers. I'm actually going to rotate the hook in the vise now, because it should make that easier. need to neaten them up a bit, neaten that up, tighten it up. Because this is on a larger hook, you'd actually need more pheasant tail fibres, so you can work your way up that hook. That's it. Try not to touch the point of the hook with them, otherwise they will snap off. That'll do. Wind that thread a little bit as the hook's wound, the thread's wound up a little bit, but all's not lost. Just wind that back. Once you've got it locked in, we can cut them away. So bring the wire up the body. 1, count your turns. 2, 3, 4, 5, and that'll do. Lock your wire in, nice, and keep that thread tight. Bend the wire towards the front of the eye. Start bringing that down towards the eye, keeping it nice and neat. When we get towards the eye, you can worry that wire out of the way. Just neaten that up, work your way back down. It's important you keep a nice neat area there, so that when you wind the cock hackle up, it's got a nice even bed to bed itself on. So here again we got badger cock hackle. Excuse me. And just expose the stem. And with the shiny side towards you, lock that hackle in, work your way back towards the eye, and just take that, cut the stem, keep your thread out of the way, we don't want any accidents. Once it's locked in, if we bend that forward just a little bit, it should let it sit right. So using the hackle pliers again, bring that up. Nice, neat touching turns, work your way towards the front, towards the eye of the hook. When you get near the eye, lock that in, nice and tight, and just pull that forward out of the way to get that locked in. Once it's locked in, I'll then pull it back, get a couple of turns in there, get the hackle pliers out of the way, take that out of the way, Just give yourself a nice, pull the fibres back a little bit to give yourself a nice neat head finish. And then we're just going to finish off with some whip finishing. And you take hold of the end of the hook and just pull that tight. Obviously, for purposes of tying, of showing this tie, it's better with a bigger hook, but they can be tied on any hook, but I think it calls for size 12 to 18 dry fly hook. I just caught a couple of fibres there, but we can take that thread out of the way. And finish off with a nice bit of head varnish on there to lock it all in. There we have it, Bronze Award dry pheasant tail variant, last in the series. I hope you've enjoyed this video, so if you have, give a like and subscribe. I just want to talk again quickly, I know I have before, but about the Fly Dressers Guild. There will be a local branch near you somewhere, so have a look on the internet, see if you can join it. I think it's £30 odd a year, all materials supplied, meet other like-minded fly tyers, go fishing together. Everyone's got the same joy of fishing. You never know, you might enjoy it. All right, thanks for listening, and hope you've enjoyed the tie.